36th District Court is now in session with the Honorable Marlena E. Taylor presiding. During these proceedings, there is no eating, no sleeping, no lying down, no wearing of any head garments except for religious purposes. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Stephanie Walker.
Good morning.
Good morning. Now calling the matter of the people versus Stephanie L. Walker. This is Z ticket 808829. This is one count of operating with a high blood alcohol content. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
May it please the court, Vassal Johnson II, 72130 on behalf of Ms. Walker, present on Zoom, Judge.
All right, and Ms. Walker, can you state your name for the record, please?
Stephanie L. Walker.
All right, counsel, how are we proceeding on this particular matter?
Yes, Your Honor, the city just sent over some videos for the her matter. I would just ask for an adjournment. I did speak to Ms. Mason regarding this.
Okay. All right. Just the date I'm going to give you. I'm imagining you're asking for adjournments on both of them. Look for February 2nd.
Just
this one. Okay.
Yes.
February 2nd. Does that work for you? Check your calendar for me, Attorney Johnson.
Yes, that works.
February 2nd at 8:30 a.m. I'll have her bond continue. Ma'am, as the holidays approach, I want you to be mindful that you can only drive if you have that license, that restricted license, and no drinking over the holiday, because all it's going to do is lead to this not goodness. Okay.
Okay.
All right. There's nothing further. I'll see you back February 2nd at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom. Her bond will continue, Attorney Johnson. You're all set, Ms. Walker.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. All right, Mr. Jawan Williams, you can unmute yourself, sir.
Yes.
All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Jawan Allen Williams. This is ticket SP 1460028, count 1, disobey lawful order of a police officer. Also ticket number SP 1460031, insufficient or defective lights. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
May it please the court, Vassal Johnson II, 72130 on behalf of Mr. Williams, present on Zoom.
Mr. Williams, can you state your name for the record, please?
Juwan Allen Williams.
All right. Counsel, how are we proceeding today?
And good morning, Judge. So today's date and time set for trial. It's my understanding the officer didn't sign in. I'd ask for to dismiss the matter.
Let's see. I have a ton of officers who checked in, so I just want to make sure.
Sure.
Judge, I that Officer Johnson did sign in. That's the officer's. Oh no, maybe that's Attorney Johnson's name.
Yes. You got me, attorney, because it's Officer Alisad Craig. Did he check in? I don't see him.
Didn't.
All right. All right. The time is now 9:51 a.m. This matters was set for 9 a.m. No officer having appeared on these. The court is going to grant your request. I'm going to dismiss these tickets without prejudice. Sir, I don't know if you did this or not. Make sure your license is always on you. Okay? And get your lights fixed, because they'll just stop you again. I've been stopped before for that. So make sure your lights are fixed if they're not, okay?
They are. I appreciate it.
Okay,
Thank
all
you.
right. You're welcome. If there's nothing further, that concludes this hearing. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Do I just leave? So sorry.
Yes, no, don't apologize. You can just leave now, okay?
Thank you so much. Enjoy your day.
You too. Thank you.
Mr. Whitfield? Did take your phone off mute, your computer off mute, please.
Yes, sir.
The attorney asked you to come back to the courtroom?
I never seen the attorney. Attorney never showed up.
Why did you come back to the courtroom?
I was trying to figure out what was going on.
Okay, yeah, if I had checked you in or sent you to the breakout room, I would have told you that you're gonna be there. But to be patient, we have a lot of defendants and only 2 attorneys talk to everybody. So you're out here, the attorney may be in your breakout room. I hope not, because he's gonna go to the next one. So hurry up and rejoin the breakout room. Do you remember which one you were in?
No.
Okay, all righty.
I don't know, I just was sitting there waiting and I never.
No, but your
Are
situation,
you listening, Mr. Whitfield? You're not listening this morning. Let me say it again. Good morning. This is Judge Taylor. She just said that we have a ton of people checked in this morning. We put you in
Okay.
a room individually so that the attorney can talk to you. Now, because you're going to go to room like 26, 27, how many people are above you, Mr. Whitfield?
I'm not counting.
26 or 27, right? And I got 2 attorneys who are talking to everybody today. I promise they're going to move as quickly as possible, but you are just going to be sitting in there for a long time with nobody talking to you. It's okay. I promise I'm going to get to every single person who's on here. See how Mr. Williams, I don't know if you can see him on the screen, came back out here and it says he's ready. It's because he's sitting there and he spoke to someone. That means that the attorneys are going in there talking to folks. You just got to be patient, okay?
Okay.
All right.
I don't remember what room I was in.
okay,
It's
you're
okay. She's just going to put you on.
gonna
Okay.
be, and Mr. Barry is in there now, and you're not there, so he's gonna go to the next one. You just missed your turn. Can you return to number 20 before he leaves? Mr. Whitfield, because if he
So
leaves,
20.
I'm gonna have to put you down in a lower breakout room.
I don't see room 10.
No room.
I
It
don't
says
see room.
you don't see breakout room. It says 20.
No.
Wow. Okay, he just left. Okay, I'm gonna have to put you down. He went to another room. Okay, I'm gonna have to put you down in 27. Hmm. Oh, now he went to 20. Line 27, please, Mr. Whitfield.
Well, you have to explain to me how I'm supposed to do this because I'm pitched to breakout rooms. I only see 1 through 10. That's it.
Huh, okay, let me assign you to another one then. I don't see 27, huh? You're at, it said 27. Okay, I'm gonna move you to 28. See if 28 will pop up. You see 28? Okay. Oh, it's saying, you know what? Do me a favor, log off of Zoom, log back in because you messed the breakout room up. So log off of Zoom, log back in, and then I'll place you in the breakout room, okay?
Okay.
David's iPhone.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, sir, what's your name, please?
Keith Wilson.
Good morning, Mr. Wilson. Just one
Good,
moment.
good morning.
Morning. All right, your case was at 8:35.
Yes, ma'am. I had got confused. I had thought it was 9:30, but it was 8:35. I apologize.
No problem. Apology is accepted. You can remove the stocking cap from your head.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. I'm sorry, you said your last name is Wilson or?
Wilson.
Jazz? Jazz?
Yes.
I saw David Wilson, but I Keith.
I cannot hear you saying that you're breaking up.
Okay, I saw David Wilson, but I don't. Can you see if he's on your doc? Or see if I'm,
She's asking if David Wilson is on the docket. Mr. Barry, whatever it is, your computer's up kind of loud. It's interfering. So she just asked if David Wilson is on your docket. She doesn't see him on it. It's okay, Mr. Barry.
David Wilson.
Mine out though. Is today your court date, Mr. Wilson?
Yes, ma'am.
We don't have you. All right. Do you have a case number or no?
I forgot it.
Okay. You have a middle name?
Lavelle. Lavell.
Keith anywhere in your name?
Yes, K. That's that's my name, Keith Wilson.
So why you let us call you David Wilson if your real name
No,
is
no,
Keith?
no. Listen, man, my phone is in David. It say David's iPhone, but my name is Keith.
Your name is Keith Wilson.
Yes, ma'am, and my phone is in David. I don't know how it's in there when it's in my name.
All right, we'll rename you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Mr. Wilson, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. I can hear you.
I didn't ask you if you were, Wilson.
Huh?
Did I ask you if you are David?
He ain't gonna be able to hear you. You gotta wait till Mr. Barry goes into a breakout room. Just hold on tight, Mary. When he goes into a breakout room, then you can talk to him. There you go. Now you can do it.
I'm just curious. Did I ask you if you were David Wilson?
Yes, ma'am. You did.
You told me you
But
are.
I'm Keith Wilson. My bad. I'm so sorry. My phone is in David. I don't know it's there. I don't know why, because my phone, this is my phone, but it's in David. I don't know why it's there.
I know. That's why I always ask if you're the person that correlates with the name on there, but you told me you were. All right.
My apology.
All right. Just next time, if your name is not David Wilson, say no, it's Keith Wilson. Then I could change it.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Wilson. I'm going to put you in.
You're welcome. Okay.
David Whitfield? Mr. Whitfield?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, turn your video on again, please. Yeah, you were here earlier. Why did you leave?
I was sent to a break room. I
Told
didn't
him to
talk-
leave, Miss. You told him to leave, Miss Sandy.
Yes,
You told him to
I'm
leave.
I was trying back in.
Before you said something, Judge, it just occurred to me that I did ask him to come back. Okay, Mr. Whitfield, I'm going to try to put you back in another breakout room and see what happens, okay? Hopefully that reset it. I'm gonna try to put you in 27. Don't accept that one, Mr. Whitfield.
Okay.
Do you see the invitation to join 27, Mr. Whitfield? Mr. Whitfield? Can you hear me? The officer, Masalskis?
Yes, ma'am. Is checking back in with you to see if Roisha Waller has checked in.
Hold on one moment. No, not yet.
All right, how much longer are you going to wait for her to show?
Till 10 o'clock is the cutoff time. Let's see, you got here, her cases for 9. 10 o'clock would be her cutoff time.
All right. So, and we're at 10:06, ma'am.
Okay, gotta wait for the judge. It's her call.
All right.
David Whitfield. Can you hear me, Mr. Whitfield? Judge, I'm gonna go into Mr. Whitfield's breakout room to make sure he's in there. I'll be right back.
Okay. Attorney Land, are you ready?
I am, Your Honor.
Okay. Sorry. Your client, Marlon Williams. There he is. Okay, I found him. All right. Mr. Williams? Marlon Williams? Marlon Williams? What are you doing today, Mr. Land?
I'm in Southfield right now, Your Honor.
No, I'm saying what you doing today on this matter?
Oh, we're taking a plea, Your Honor. She's offered us disorderly. We'd like to avail ourselves to that offering.
Okay, all right, so I need him to respond. That's why I was asking. If you were just asking for a new date, I was gonna give you a new date, but I need him to actually respond.
Well, Your Honor, we do have an outstanding matter that we are coming back on. So if you would just want to do it all at once, we can get a new date because we have he has two matters before you. The one we're not taking a plea.
Oh, okay. So I had put them both on this date. So we gonna what are you doing with the other matter? When do you want to come back? What are you doing?
I didn't even have discovery on it yet, Your Honor. So a month is fine.
Okay. Well, I might come back. Jane, my next date is February 2nd. Look in your calendar and see if that's appropriate. I'll put it on.
That's good, Your Honor.
All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Marlon Williams. This is ticket 634-73722. That's one count of accosting and soliciting another for the act of prostitution. I also have ticket SP 1492413. This is one count of loitering in a place of illegal occupation with intent to engage. Can I have your appearance for the record, please, counsel?
Good morning, Your Honor. Ivan Land, P65879, appearing on behalf of Marlon Williams, who's present on the screen, but he's having audio problems. I would ask that his appearance be waived, Your Honor.
All right, I do see him present on the screen. You've had an opportunity to talk to your client and you're in contact with him, Attorney Land?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right, so I'm gonna waive his presence for this hearing. It's my understanding that you do have a resolution on one of the tickets. However, he has two tickets and you're still getting discovery on that one ticket. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
So I'm gonna set these matters over until February 2nd. That way it would allow you enough time to be able to get discovery on the other matter and talk with your counsel or with your client about the potential offers that can be received to him at that time, okay?
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Very welcome. Thank you, Attorney Land. You have a great day and be careful out there, okay?
Attorney Land, give me your email right quick. This is the prosecutor, so I can drop it over to you.
All right, I'm going to put it in the text. Is that fine? In the chat?
That's fine. Put it in the chat.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Happy holidays to everyone and stay safe, everyone.
Same to you. Thank you.
Thanks, Ms. Mason.
I'm sorry.
I need your
Appearance.
Tia Chiku Mason, City of Detroit, 43471.
thanks. Sorry to be a bother with that, but you know, I'm making a record. All right, thanks.
All right. That concludes this hearing. Thank you. Go ahead and move him away. All right. Are we ready on Mr. Youngblood? What are we doing? All right, we can come to the front then.
Oh, Your Honor.
You right?
I have to call this matter for the record, and I need you to be very loud because my court reporter is online, okay? Now calling the matters of the people versus Charles Edward Youngblood. This is ticket number SP 1369955. Count 1, expired plates. Count 2, no proof of insurance. Count 3, drove with the revoked license. Can I have appearance for the record, starting with counsel, please?
Yes, may it please the court, my name is retained counsel Robert Hamburger, bar number P 14570.
All right, and can you state your name for the record, please?
Yeah, Charles Edward Youngblood.
All right, counsel, how are we proceeding today?
Well, Your Honor, we were here by Zoom, and my client had a letter from DMC Hospital saying that he was in the hospital on the day of the ticket.
Of the ticket.
And
did you present this to the attorney when they came down here? I asked, did you?
Zoom.
No, I'm saying today.
No, Your Honor, I haven't for the court.
Did we ask you to show the counsel when they came? Hold on. Let me ask you this, Attorney Hamburg. Did anyone ask you if you needed to talk to the prosecuting attorney?
Yes.
Okay. Why didn't you show it to them as well?
Because, Your Honor, while we were at the Zoom hearing, you indicated that we could not proceed on that date because the police officer wasn't to show up, had not shown up. And you indicated that he was to be subpoenaed to be here on December 1st.
Right, but
And if he
okay.
didn't show up by 10 o'clock, the court would dismiss the case.
Okay. But before this, you're about to present a document, because now I remember what this case was, that he wasn't even on the streets driving that day. So why, when you first got here, wouldn't you have spoken to the prosecutor? I could have been called this case, because if they would have agreed to see that paper and would have said that it was that time, then as opposed to saying, oh, we're going to get the officer, that's terrible.
Well, I didn't think so at the time, Your Honor. I thought.
Attorney Mason, is it okay if I look at this documentation? They're claiming that he was in the hospital during the time. Is that okay if I look at this paperwork?
That's fine. That's
Okay.
perfectly fine, Your Honor.
Can you hand me the paperwork, please? All right.
Just for the record, it's on DMC Hospital Station.
Okay. All right. The court has in its possession a letter from DMC, Detroit Receiving Hospital, that on between July 3rd, 2022 and July 6th, 2022, Mr. Youngblood was admitted to the hospital. During those period of times, the tickets before me are marked for July 5th of 2022. Expired plates, no proof of insurance, as well as drove with the revoked license. Do you own that Buick vehicle, sir? The 1998 Buick vehicle?
Yes, I believe he does, Your Honor.
That's somebody
He was not driving.
Mhm.
He had a visitor from a relative from Florida staying with him when he was in the hospital. Mr. Marcus Jones had taken the vehicle.
All right. And it does appear that he was in their hospital during that time. So I'm going to, in the best interest of justice, dismiss these tickets without prejudice. Sir, your friend not only used your vehicle, he used your name. Because otherwise, how would they have gotten your name and information? I want you to pause and think about if that's a real friend who's going to put you in a predicament in a situation like this. All right. Court's going to dismiss these matters without prejudice. I'm going to keep a letter for our copy, though, so that we can have it. This concludes this hearing.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Oh, I'm waiting.
Renee, you ride. Take your phone off mute, please. Mr. 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 You ride, can you hear me?
That's the one that needs to translate.
No,
And that phone needs a translator, so maybe the interpreter can speak with her.
the one that needs the translator is Zuniga. Renee, oh, Renee Zuniga, okay. Can you talk to him, Ms. Hernandez?
Yes, Your Honor, what do you want me to?
Ask him to take his phone off mute.
Señor Zúñiga, por favor, Uribe Zúñiga, si es tan amable, abra su micrófono. ¿Me oye?
Sí,
Yeah, he can hear you, Your Honor.
Ask him why is he late? Because he had you sitting all morning.
Señor, ¿por qué se conectó tan tarde?
sí. Me conecté a una sala, pero me mandó para otra y hasta que entró
I was sent to another courtroom, and from then they sent me here.
Okay. All right.
Okay, señor, está bien.
Gracias.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, we'll put you both in the breakout room so that you can talk to him about the case. We'll put you in breakout room number 3. I'll try and have one of the attorneys come in there ASAP so I can get you out of here, okay, Madam Interpreter?
Thank you, Your Honor, I appreciate it. Señor Zúñiga, va a recibir una notificación para que se una a una sala de consulta privada número 3. Por favor, pulse allí. ¿Lo ve?
There he is.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Your Honor.
Of course. All right, Attorney Cheeto,
Yes, Your Honor.
are you ready on your matter or no?
We're ready on our matter. We just needed some clarification in regards to Mr. Wilkinson wants to accept the delayed sentence offer. He's a little bit hesitant because he's not sure. So the ordinance says that the fine will be waived. For a first offense, it's $100 fine, and it can be waived for taking an animal awareness course within the 30 days. I might be asking for some sort of Cobb's evaluation.
I didn't know these tickets had set prices. Let me see.
Yeah, it was the ordinance was chapter 6 1 3 subsection F 1. It's section 1 613.
Listen, I'm looking through his 12 tickets trying to find it. Let me find it. The ticket. Because that's the one he's pleading to, right? Is the dog case V ticket 134792. All right.
Yeah, for the record, Your Honor, DHE Mason City, Detroit,
It's not on the record. It's not on the record.
Oh,
he just
okay.
said something. I ain't calling yet. I'm looking.
Yeah. I wanted him to plead to the nuisance one.
Okay, the nuisance. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see. That was the one on top. Okay. Okay, so this one is under 613A. And then okay. Officer Maliska Kiss, since you're out here and that person hasn't checked in, you can leave. right.
Yes, ma'am. You're referring to Defendant Waller?
Yes, I don't think the vendor caller has checked in, so I will allow you to leave.
Thank you, ma'am. You
You're
have a good day.
welcome. You too, thank you. All right. Did an attorney come in there with you too, Ms. Hernandez? Attorney Boffman?
We are ready.
Fantastic. Okay.
Judge,
All right.
before you call that, case, may I ask the attorney, did you speak with Keith Wilson? Because he left and came back.
I did. I just renamed him. You can put him in the waiting room.
Okay, I put him back in the breakout room, so.
I'll go get him. That's okay.
All right. Okay. Are we ready now? All right, now calling the matter of what will happen for this case is that I'll call the case. I'll then swear you in after I call the case and we'll continue forward. Okay, Madam Interpreter?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now calling the matter of the people versus Renee Zinga. This is U ticket 673-58223. This is one count discharge of a firearm. Madam Interpreter, can you please raise your right hand for me? Do you swear or affirm to translate the English to Spanish and the Spanish to English language to the best of your ability?
I do, Your Honor.
Can you state your name for the record, ma'am?
Yes, my name is Emma Hernandez, Your Honor, SCAO qualified Spanish interpreter.
Thank you so much. All right, you can call the case out to him and then I'll continue.
Thank you. Este es el caso de el pueblo contra el señor René Uribe Zúñiga, caso número U67358223 en una violación de la ordenanza de armas de fuego.
Can I have names, appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please?
Sus comparecencias, por favor, para que consten en el acta, empezando por el señor abogado.
Good morning, Your Honor. Harry Bachman for the defendant. Sir, please state your name.
Buenos días, su señoría. Harry Boffman representando al acusado. Señor, por favor, diga su nombre para que conste en el acta.
René Uribe Zúñiga.
René Uribe Zúñiga.
Your Honor,
All right.
This is a date and time for trial. There's no complaining witness. Our motion is for a dismissal without prejudice. The defendant has been advised.
Su señoría, hoy es el día y la hora establecido para el juicio y ya que no hay un testigo acusador, voy a hacer la moción de que el caso sea desestimado sin prejuicio y ya el señor ha sido notificado de esto.
And for the record, the officer did call in, but he has no recollection. Is that my understanding, Ms. Jazz?
He said he was not able to make it today.
So what did he say he called? Hold on a minute.
He was.
All right, the officer called. Attorney Mason, did you get his number? He called. He would like to reschedule. That's my understanding now. I thought he called and had no recollection.
Officer Alvaretto, I think he wanted to reschedule on that was Renee Zinga case.
That's the same one.
Right.
So is there a reason why he's not able to appear that would please the court? I mean, just wanting to reschedule, I don't find sufficient from my purposes as a defendant's attorney trying to protect his rights. My client is here. Is there a reason why the officer hasn't checked in today or hasn't appeared today?
Entiendo que el oficial sí, sí apareció esta mañana, que él llamó y su intención es reagendar esta audiencia para este juicio. ¿Me puede decir el nombre? Es el oficial, señora Mason, sí, el oficial Alvarado. Sí, él se llamó por teléfono esta mañana y su intención es reagendarlo. Entonces dice el abogado Bofman, yo quisiera saber por si hay una razón por la cual él no está aquí presente hoy. Hoy es el día del juicio y mi cliente está aquí y es mi deber proteger los derechos de mi cliente. Él está aquí hoy. ¿Por qué razón no se puede desestimar y aceptar mi moción?
Your Honor, for the record, Dia Chiku Mason, I just talked to Officer Alvarado. He is sick right now. He sounds awful. I just talked to him on the phone.
Su señoría y señora reportera, esta es la señora Mason y yo así hablé con el oficial esta mañana y él llamó porque estaba enfermo y sonaba muy enfermo en el teléfono.
All right. I will allow for a brief adjournment. I know it may not be what you want your client to have.
Está bien, yo voy a reagendarlo.
Is 2 weeks enough time to reissue the subpoenas?
Yes, Your Honor, it is.
That'd be 3 weeks. It's 3 weeks. So I'm gonna do it the last day I'm here working, December 21st. I'm gonna join this bench trial.
Es suficiente 3 semanas para volver a mandar el aviso de comparecencia, sí, su señoría. Pienso que sí, está bien. Entonces lo voy a hacer para poner para la última día que yo voy a estar trabajando aquí, que es el día 22 de diciembre.
Okay. If he doesn't appear at that point in time, then the court will exercise or hear a motion to move forward, okay?
El oficial para ese día y esa hora no comparece, entonces yo voy a aceptar su moción. At what time, Your Honor, on December 22nd?
At 9 a.m. via Zoom.
Thank you, Your Honor. Señor, entonces se tiene que volver a conectar el día 22 de diciembre a las 9 de la mañana, a las 9 a este mismo número. ¿Tiene el número?
Sí.
Ok. Ese es el día que se va a volver a llamar. Si no llega el oficial, entonces van a aceptar la moción, la petición de su abogado.
¿Y dónde está el oficial?
And where is he?
He's out sick.
El señor, él llamó porque está enfermo.
Oh, okay.
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 Okay. All right, so I will give him one time as I would give defendant one time to be
El señor,
unavailable.
entonces le voy a dar entonces esa opción al oficial una vez de que, bueno, no está disponible.
Muy bien.
All right, bonds continue. We'll see everybody back on December 21st at 9 a.m. via Zoom.
Está bien, la fianza sigue como establecida. Veo aquí nuevamente a todo el mundo para el December, Your Honor, 21st or 22nd?
21st. Nobody gonna be here on the 31st.
Ok, thank you. El 21 de diciembre, no el 22, 21 de diciembre a las 9 de la mañana. Ok, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you,
I'll
Your
see you
Honor. Have
then.
a good day. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Mr. Hoffman. Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you. ¿Se puede desconectar, señor Uribe?
Okay.
Gracias. Yeah.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Mr. Bachman or Mr. Berry, did either of you talk with Tamika? Where she left and she's coming back.
I did. I'll rename her.
I'm back. Hello.
Just one moment, Ms. Worthy. I'm going to put you back in the waiting room in a moment.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, Attorney Cheeto,
Yes,
I'll
Your Honor.
let you. It's a city ordinance violation. I don't have a copy of all of those. So, what was his question is what?
Yeah, so it's under section 613, subsection F1. It states there that the fine it will be waived if he completes the animal awareness course within 30 days of the assessment of the fine.
Okay. If he takes the class and does everything I ask him to do, I'll consider waiving the fines.
Okay. All right.
I
I think
mean,
we're ready to go, Your Honor.
okay. You sure go talk to him because he hasn't always been the most.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Make sure he ready. All right. What about all these trials that I have officers here for? Are we ready on those?
I have one that I'm ready for, Your Honor.
Okay, which one is that?
Defendant's name is Christopher Wilson.
Did the rest of these people check in? Did Camila Warren check in?
No, Judge.
Patricia Young? Robert Williams?
Robert Williams is here, Your Honor, and ready for
Okay.
trial.
He's gonna go to court trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Brianna Williams? No. I see Maya Walton. Okay, all right.
Patricia Young did not check in either.
Okay. And we know Lamont Wade didn't because he just called on the phone. So Camila. Dorgiato. I don't see that. Okay. No officer checked in for that one. Tommy Whitfield.
Mr. Whitfield is present, Your Honor, and will be accepting the plea.
Okay. All right, let me get all these other folks out here. Brianna Williams, you said did not check in. Ms. Warren got all these people here for her. Okay. That's too bad. That's too bad. The Kenneth Wimbush did. Okay. Trying to get all these officers out here without closing down the breakup rooms. All right. Anyone here on Camila Warren? She did not check in today, so you are excused. She will be
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you all doing?
Good. I'm here for Miss
Thank
Warren. You said she's a
All
no-show?
right. She's a no-show, so you can go ahead and log off. We'll capious her. Thank you and be safe out there.
Thank you, Judge. Have a great day.
Have a good day.
You too.
All right,
All right.
thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. I know I had a lot of officers for her too. Sorry. So sorry. Oh my gosh. Also, Patricia Young did not sign in. So Office Corporal Rule, you're all set. Thank you. Be safe out there.
You too, thank you. She was
Thank
capious?
Yep, they're gonna end up being capious.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
All right, and then. Okay, all right. Kenneth Wimbush is here, so let me bring him in. And Maya Walton is here too. All right. I said Christopher Wilson is here too. I saw him in a breakout room.
Personal knowledge you may have about a place, person.
Tommy Whitfield, okay. And then Officer Nielsen is on who? Let me see. Okay. 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 You think he's Lamont Wade? All right. know I want to do her. I'm getting to you, man. Officer Nelson, your person didn't check in for today, so you are
Okay.
all set. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too as well.
All right. All right. All right. Moto G Pure, what's your name?
Lamont Wade.
Mr. Wade, you are 2 hours late for your trial.
And
And the
Your Honor,
officer is here. No. I'm telling you, I don't want an explanation, because when I give y'all these trial dates, I expect y'all to come. Then I have someone waiting for all this time because you didn't show up.
I totally understand, Your Honor. What happened is I had a power failure. So when I got to the shop, I actually looked at, I had the card on my clipboard, and I actually just glanced at the clipboard and realized it was today.
And then you sign on, you have a hat on. So that means that you weren't prepared at all.
No, I was in the meeting room. I'm not trying to be disrespectful at all. 100%.
All right. The officer is here on Mr. Wade's case. So I'm going to place him into, if they hadn't been waiting all morning, I would just capious him. But since they've been waiting patiently all morning, I want to put him in room number 29. Be patient and just wait there until we can get to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, let's go through some of these other people. Kenneth Wimbush.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, now calling the matter of the people versus Kenneth Bernard Wimbush. This is ticket SP 1374692. Count 1, illegal dumping. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr., P28880, on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Wimbush.
Kenneth Renard Winbush.
Your Honor, Mr. Wimbush would avail himself of the people's offer to plead to the illegal dumping on the basis of a 12-month delayed sentence.
Okay. All right, and I do have Detective Greeno here as well. I see her present for this particular matter. Thank you, Detective. Mr. Wimbush, if you want to take, no, not you, Detective. Mr. Wimbush, if you want to take advantage of this offer today, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No, Your Honor.
Are you pleading guilty of your own choice?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
And
Guilty.
do you understand? Yes. And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea today, you're going to give up the rights that you had to have a bench or jury trial in these matters? You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Understanding all of this, did you still want to move forward today?
Yes.
All right, sir. I want to take your attention back to the date of July 25th of 2022. Were you in the area of Linsdale and Epworth Streets in the city of Detroit in a Ford vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
While you were in that Ford vehicle, did you illegally dump some items in that area?
Yes, I did.
All right. Satisfied, counsel?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Stipulation, and the court is satisfied as well, and will accept the plea to illegal dumping. We can't do this, Mr. Wimbush.
I went back and got it, but I still put it there.
Right. And we don't do that.
Actually, we was just cleaning up all that neighborhood for cheer and football practice. And somebody left them, and I went back and picked them up and put them in a bulk truck, in a bulk pile, I thought. Then my brother said, no, you got to go back and get it. So I went back and got it, and I guess that's the consequences for it.
Oh, gosh. All right. All right, this is on what's called a 12-month delayed sentence. I can give you community service or a fine. Which one do you want?
Excuse me?
Community service or a fine? Which one do you want?
Community service.
All right, so you're gonna do, because you have a whole year, 40 hours of community service. Are you ready to take down the phone number to call?
Yes, ma'am. Let me get an ink pen. This one don't work. Okay, I'm ready.
313
313
236
236
8521.
8521.
This is an organization that's gonna help with it helps with the blight in the city of Detroit. Okay?
Yes, I already do that anyway.
Great, I'm glad. You're just gonna continue to do it for volunteering. You're gonna talk to Miss Tony Stovo, okay?
Tony Stovo.
Mr. Tony Stovo, I think it is.
Mr. Tony Stovo.
Okay.
STOVAL.
ALL. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. And I'll see you in a year so that I can dismiss this. So that's December the 2nd of 2024, 8:45 a.m. will be a review. No new tickets in my community service completed. I'll dismiss this case, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. If there's nothing further, you're all set. Thank you.
God bless. Have a great day.
You too. Same to you, sir. All right. Okay. Yes. 40.
Withdrawals on FanDuel. This holiday football won't last forever. It's soon, and it's just being now.
Miss Walton?
Good morning.
Good morning. Is it Mia or Maya?
It's Maya.
Maya, okay. Now calling the matter of the people versus Maya Walton. This is ticket number. No, that's not scheduled till for next year. Ticket number SP 1470185. Count 1, violation of the basic speed law. Count 2, drive while license suspended. Count 3, fail to signal. These are the matters up on my docket for today. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Miss Walton.
Maya Walton.
Your Honor, this is the date and time set for trial. Ms. Walton would avail herself of the people's offer to allow her to enter a plea to failure to display and the plea to speeding 1 to 5 miles over the limit, and they will dismiss the turn or curb matter.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Attorney Mason, she does have a ticket. It's not going to be before me until January. She got a new failed to drove while license suspended ticket. Can I include this in this plea offer today? It's not scheduled for today, though.
Yes, you can, Your Honor. I'll just dismiss that one.
I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, Ms. Walton, if you could please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can put your hand down. And for the record, I do have Officer Stewart who is with us today for this trial. Ma'am, I'm gonna, did anyone did you have an opportunity to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights?
I did, yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea, you're going to give up the rights that you have to have a bench or a jury trial in these matters? You understand that?
Yes.
Understanding all of this, did you still want to move forward?
Yes.
All right. I want to take your attention back to the date of September 14th of 2023. Were you in the area of Greenfield in the city of Detroit driving a Chevy vehicle? Greenfield.
You said September?
What?
On Greenfield? I didn't receive that ticket on Greenfield.
What?
September 14th of 2023, Chevy vehicle. It says Greenfield, City of Detroit. SSBs northbound on Greenfield. Grand River and Greenfield.
Oh, yes.
Grand River and Greenfield.
Yeah, it was Hubble, but yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna read the ticket verbatim and tell you what it says, because you may have got stopped on Hubble, but let me tell you what the ticket says. It says excessive speeds northbound on Greenfield and failed to signal onto Grand River heading eastbound. Does that sound about right?
Yes, ma'am.
And while you were driving this vehicle, was your license suspended at the time?
Yes.
Satisfied, counsel?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Stipulation for probable cause on the remaining counts to be dismissed?
Yes, Your Honor. So stipulated.
Right. So at this time, the court's going to enter a plea to the reduced charge of failed to display 1 count 1 to 5. If you didn't know then, you knew on November the 2nd of 2023 that you didn't have a valid license and you continue to drive, Miss Walton.
Well,
so that's what frustrates. No. I don't want to have any arguments today back and forth. I'm not having a discussion. I'm just telling you, when y'all be getting all extra about, well, I didn't know, but then you continue to drive. So if you ain't know on that makes sense for me, right? Because on September, maybe you didn't know your license was suspended, but then you continued to drive, not a day later, 2 months later, plenty of time to fix it potentially, and you just continue to drive.
Yes,
so that's my thing. It's like the pause, and then you kind of look like, I know, but you knew your stuff wasn't, because you want to know why? Because you ain't paid some of your other tickets from the past, and you thought they was just gonna go away, but they don't. They stay here and they haunt you until you fix them.
Yeah,
So you got tickets from So you got tickets from 2021 and 2020 that I'm pretty sure are stopping you from getting your license. Okay, so you need to take care of those tickets so that you can be able to have a valid license in the city of Detroit, state of Michigan. Okay, 2021, 2022. Go look up those tickets.
Okay, I am.
All right. So the fine for the speeding ticket is $125. Typically, you have 14 days to pay civil infractions. Is that going to be enough time for you?
I'm currently not working.
Okay. How much time do you need? All right, I'm gonna give you 60 days to come down here and set up some type of payment plan, because you're gonna have to pay those other tickets too in order to get your license back. So 60 days to set up a payment plan with our courthouse. That brings us to, she just gave me this sheet. February 1st. You need to come down here by February 1st and set up some type of payment plan. You may want to come down early so you can find out how much you're going to have to bring at that time in order. I'll waive the cost of fines on the other ticket, because if you don't have employment, you got to get these other tickets out at this time, okay?
Sure.
All right. That's it. That concludes this hearing. Stay true to what you learned. Don't just say that you got out of rehab and then don't apply what you learned, please.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. That concludes this hearing. Have a good day. Thank you, officer. You can log off.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good one.
You too. Mr. Whitfield, laid back in the chair, shirt all up. I know they don't know I can see them. I can't see them. Yeah, I can see everything. It's like a little magic.
Yeah, you are.
Hello, Mr. Whitfield.
How you doing, ma'am?
Apologize. I'm fine, thank you.
I'm so sorry about that.
Okay, I know you didn't know I could see you, okay?
I
And I
sure
see you have
did.
somebody over there helping you. With
My
your
daughter
stuff, so-
helped me because I don't know nothing about this stuff.
I know, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, now calling the matter of the people versus Tommy Lee Whitfield. This is ticket number SP 1466524, one count discharge firearm. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Whitfield.
Tommy Lee Whitfield.
Your Honor, this is the date and time set for trial. Mr. Whitfield would avail himself of the offer to plead as charged on the basis of a 3-month delayed sentence.
Okay. All right. Sir, you want to take advantage of that offer today?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. If so, please raise your right hand, Mr. Whitfield. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty of your own choice, sir?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that by taking this guilty plea, that you're going to give up the rights that you had to have a bench or a jury trial in these matters? You understand that, sir?
Yes.
Understanding all of this, did you still want to move forward today?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, sir. I want to take your attention back to the date of June 7th of 2023, sir. Were you in the area of Warwick and 7 Mile in the city of Detroit?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you discharge a firearm in that area, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Satisfied, counsel?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
All right, and the court is satisfied as well and will enter a plea to discharge a firearm in this particular matter. Mr. Whitfield.
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of dogs were in the backyard?
One of them was a pit bull. I'm not sure what the other one was.
Okay. Had they been in your,
I mean, they broke into my yard and was fighting my dog.
Oh, you have a dog back there.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, dang.
And when I went out, somebody told me the dogs was back there in my yard. When I opened the back door and yelled at them, the dogs came and charged after me. And that's when I went and got the shotgun and fired around in the ground. And that made them leave my dog leave him alone long enough to get him in the house away from them.
Mm-hmm. Was your dog injured in any way, sir?
Well, he was just kind of bruised up and limping for a couple of days.
Okay.
But
what type of dog?
I have a mixed pit.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Okay.
But those were vicious dogs that got into my yard, and when the police came and tried to go back there, the dogs came after them. They had to draw their weapons and get away from them. So I'm 78 years old. I'm half blind.
I can hear.
And
I hear you. I hear you, Mr. Whitfield. I hear you. That's why I asked the question of what happened, because I'm reading the ticket and I'm all like, I need to know, but we can't do. I get it, but
I didn't know what else to do.
I know, Mr. Whitfield. That's why I'm asking questions today.
Yes,
okay?
Yes. It was bad. It was a bad night.
He said it was a bad night.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, it was early in the morning too. I see what you mean.
Yeah, some neighbors woke me up and told me dogs in the backyard fighting your dog. When I go back to open the back door and yell at them, they come charging after me. And they stayed in my backyard for 2 days till the impound people come get them.
Wow.
They just
the dog stayed in your backyard?
Yes, ma'am. For 2 days till the people come get them. They took over my yard. That's what happened.
Oh, Lord.
One of the officers had to jump on the back of my truck to get away from him.
Okay. They want you to take a gun class.
Yeah.
You took a shot. You have a shotgun you said you used?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, man. Hold on a minute. All right. Can you stay out of trouble for the next 3 months and come back and see me?
Yes, ma'am. I don't go nowhere. I stay in the house all the time.
Okay. All right. That's gonna be the order of this court. Okay. Come back. I don't want you to stay in the house all the time, but I just don't want you to get
But I
in any
mean,
trouble.
that's
Okay?
just what I do anyway.
Okay. All right. So I'll see you on March 1st, 2024, at 8:45 a.m. Thank you so much, daughter, for getting him online today. If you could just do it
Yes.
one more time for me, just to
Yes,
make
I will.
sure. And can you state your name for the record, please, ma'am?
Robin Denise Woods.
Okay, thank you, Miss Woods. Okay, thank you. We're gonna have him come back, and as long as he has no new tickets like this, I'm gonna dismiss this matter, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
What about the course? Will he have to do that also? Because I would have to help him with that.
That's his fines and costs are suspended. He's supposed to take the course. That's a part of the plea. You said you can help him take it?
Yes.
Okay. If you have any troubles, Miss Woods, will you call my courtroom about this? I'm gonna give you a number to take down the call so that he can take the class. It is a part of the plea, so I gotta honor it. Okay.
Okay, I'm
All right.
ready.
313-965 3414. That's who you're gonna call about the class. That's our probation department, telling them you just need information about a gun prevention class. If you have any issues, though, call this number 313-965 2293. That's my courtroom, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, Miss Woods. Thank you, Mr. Whitfield. I'm sorry about this incident that night. I'm glad
Yes,
your
ma'am.
dog is all right. I'm glad you're okay too. Okay.
Yes, ma'am, I am. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Okay.
All right, thank you.
All right. Have a good day.
You do the same.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye, sir. Bye, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much for helping him.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. All right. Mr. Cheeto, you back?
Yes, Your Honor, I am.
Okay. Now calling the matter of the people versus John Wilkerson. This is V ticket 130500, V ticket 130498, V ticket 130497, V ticket 130496, V ticket 130495, V ticket 130494, V ticket 130493, V ticket 130492, V ticket 130479, V ticket 130480, V ticket 130481, V ticket 130482, V ticket 130483, V ticket 130484, V ticket 10485, 486, 487, 488, 489, 490, and 491. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Ali Shaito, P77614. On behalf of Mr. John Wilkerson, who appears via Zoom. Mr. Wilkerson, can you please unmute your mic and state your name for the record? You have to unmute Mr. Wilkerson.
Yes, John Wilkerson.
Your Honor, Mr. Wilkerson, today is the final pretrial date. Mr. Wilkerson would like to avail himself of the amended offer of dismissing 21 counts and pleading guilty to 1 count under a 12-month delayed sentence.
Sir, you want to take advantage of that offer today? You got to turn off the TV because I can hear it.
What about that?
Okay. Mr. Wilkerson, you want to take advantage of this offer today?
Yes.
If so, please raise your right hand for me, sir. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. Sir, did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything outside of what has been stated today? The plea for one case, the remaining cases will be dismissed under a delayed sentence in exchange for this plea today. Is there anything else you've been promised or anything today?
No.
You have? What else have you been promised? What else have you been promised?
No, I haven't been promised anything.
Okay, so my question was, besides the offer today, have you been promised anything else?
Oh, no.
All right. Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea, you're going to give up the rights that you had to have a bench or jury trial in? Well, these might just all be bench trials in these matters. You understand that?
Yeah.
Understanding all of that, did you still want to move forward today?
Yes.
All right. I want to take your attention back to the day on or about February 21st of 2023. Were you in the area, or do you have dogs in the area of 8844 Georgia Street in the city of Detroit?
No, not Georgia. It's Bessemer Street.
8751 Bessemer Street, Your Honor.
Okay. The rest of them do say that address. This ticket does not say that address. Okay. 8751 Bessemer Street in the city of Detroit.
Yes.
Okay. And did your dogs act in a nuisance or have some behavior acting off their leash on that day, sir?
Yes.
All right. Satisfied, counsel?
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
All right. Stipulation for probable cause on the remaining counts to be dismissed?
So stipulated.
All right. So at this time, the court's going to answer a plea to nuisance. The remaining counts called will be dismissed. All right. You had some arguments about his fine today?
Yes, Your Honor. I'd like to allocate on behalf of Mr. Wilkerson. Mr. Wilkerson is a grandfather. He's 54 years old. I don't think he's been in prior trouble for at least his last court appearance was probably over 30 years ago. He attends church regularly. He is a college graduate. He graduated with a telecommunication degree. This is his first offense with regard to animal control violation, and under the city ordinance, section 613, if Mr. Wilkerson does take a class, for first offense, the $100 fine would be waived if he took that class within 30 days.
Okay. How many dogs was it that you had?
There was 2 dogs. One dog didn't belong to him. The other dog did. It was under his. Well, he wasn't the. He didn't own the dog, but he was taking care and control of the dog.
Okay. And then the other dog joined, and then somebody noticed that you had these 2 dogs on your property.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. If you have the dogs, it's noble that you want to take care of these dogs, but you got to make sure they're treated right, or else people are going to call because they're going to say that you didn't treat these animals correctly. Okay.
Yes. Well, it was a neighbor who asked me to chain the dog up because the dog was getting on her nerves. So it really wasn't my dog. So I changed it up as a favor to my neighbor.
You got to call people. Call the city people and tell them it's a dog in your area that doesn't belong to you. Because once you provide chains or anything like that, you're letting everyone know I have control over this dog. That's exactly what you did. Even though it wasn't yours, technically, as you say, you made it yours when you put it in your possession, Mr. Wilkerson.
Yes.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. You said this is a 12-month delayed sentence?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. But he has to take this class within 35 days?
I think the ordinance says 30 days.
30 days. So if you take this dog class within the next 30 days and come back and show me proof, I'll waive your cost and fine. So I'll suspend them for right now. And then in 30 days, you have to come back and show me that you've taken this class so I can know you did. So that brings us to January, I'll do 3rd, January 3rd, sir. Okay? I need you to come back online, show me that you've taken class.
Judge, I will be asking for an extension since it's the holidays. He might have an issue with getting into that class this month.
Okay. February 1st. So you want me to follow the statute, but then
yeah, I know, but I'm just saying.
Hold on a minute. You should start off by saying that. Now I agree because I know during the holidays things don't operate as they always can. But you're gonna start off by wanting me to waive costs and fines, and then say, you know what? I want you to follow the statute that they have, but can we have some extra time because of the holidays? You know, I'm telling you, folks out here, February 1st, okay, is when you're going to come back and show me that you have proof of this class, because you're right, they may not have any classes again until January. But call to see when they have classes available, because you need to take the class. If you take it, I will waive the cost on that ticket, okay?
Okay.
All right, Mr. Wilkerson, I don't have any information though. So you're gonna have to talk to your attorney about how to go about doing that, because I don't have information on how to get that class. I apologize.
Yeah, I'll talk to Miss Mason about that.
The eBay class? eBay
Yes.
choices?
Is that what it is?
Yes, Your Honor. eBay choices.
eBay choices, okay. So
is there a phone number he can call?
Yes, there is. For the record, Your Honor, I'll put my appearance on. Dear Chief Mason, City of Detroit, 43471. eBay is ethics, voices, and you. Hold on. I'm going to be stepping away because I got to get it. Okay, I'm back. The phone number is 313-864-8205. You need the address as well, Mr. Cheadle?
If you have it, yes.
I do. It's 11,000 West McNichols, Suite 107, and that's Detroit 48221.
Okay.
all right. All right, so I'll see you back on February 1st with that class completed.
And Judge, just one last thing. I'm sorry. Is it okay if I submit that to the court so he doesn't have to come back on February 1st?
Yes.
Okay.
That way he just has to come back in a year.
Yes.
So I'll see him on December 2nd of 2024, 8:45 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, you're welcome. If there's nothing further, you're all set. Thank you, Ms. Attorney Cheeto, for getting
You're
this, for taking care of these matters.
Thank
Okay.
you, Your Honor. To you and your staff,
It's
have a good day.
appreciative.
Happy holidays.
Same to you. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Wilkerson. Know that for the future, you're trying to do something kind of good, but you ain't do it all the way right. So you just got to remember that for next time, okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Wilkerson. Have a good day.
Okay, you too.
All right. Bye-bye. What other officers do I have? Somebody go talk to, well, I'm gonna say Lamont Wood, but who do I have in court? Ma'am, what's your name? All right, Miss Wilson, you can come to the front. Right here. Now calling the matter of the people versus Katrina Wilson. This is ticket SP 1498323, count 1, allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. Count 2, drive unregistered, untitled motor vehicle. Count 3, no insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Harry Boffman for the defendant. Ma'am, would you loud and clear, please state your name?
Yes, Katrina Lynette Wilson.
Thank you. The date and time for trial, Your Honor. Trial was actually set to begin at 9 a.m. It is now 11:19. Would you consider my motion here and now to dismiss the case for lack of a complaining witness?
Yeah, I don't remember this officer checking in. So the court's going to grant your request. It's now 11:19 a.m. No officer having checked in. We're going to dismiss this matter without prejudice. All right, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Make sure you have everything up to date, valid in your vehicle, okay? All right, have a good day, ma'am.
I'm about to go get something to eat right.
Judge, could you let attorney? I'm sorry, Judge. Could you let Officer Hood back in? He was locked out.
Is he in the
Okay,
wait?
they should be letting you back up.
Mason, is he in the waiting room? I don't see him.
Yeah, Officer Hood, are you in the waiting room? Yeah, he's trying to log back into the Zoom meeting.
Oh, okay. He hasn't made it to the waiting room yet.
Well, yeah, he can't even get into the Zoom meeting.
Really?
Yeah.
Is he in the right courtroom? Because the meeting room is open.
Are you in Taylor courtroom? You're in. Yeah, we just want to make sure you're in the right courtroom. 360-337.
It does say our meeting is locked for some reason. I don't know why though.
Yeah.
Okay, it does say it's locked. I don't know why.
We're trying to
it's
get
locked,
you back in, so
Meeting.
just hold
Hold on
on.
a minute.
Okay.
I unlocked.
Okay.
I don't know if it got locked either, but I unlocked it.
I don't know why I got locked. It shouldn't have been.
I haven't been in the city for a while, a long time.
Yep. Yep. He has indeed been here. All right. So Christopher Wilson, I thought I had asked him to come back to the main room too. Oh no, he's having a trial though. That's why I didn't want him to come back to the main room. Okay. Okay. Mr.
Curtis Walker was here before also, Judge. I guess he was.
Yeah, he's been having trouble flicking in and out. I don't know what's going on. Sergeant Richardson, Mr. Whitfield took a plea, so you're all set. Be safe out there, okay?
Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate you. Y'all take care.
You too. Thank you. Officer Hood, what matter are you here on?
Williams, he's here on the trial.
He's here on the trial. I thought the trial was Wilson, so it's the trial on Williams too?
Williams is the reckless.
Okay. Okay. All right, I'm about to admit, everybody be careful. All right. All right.
Hi, sorry.
Please place yourself on mute until I call your matter. Please place yourself on mute until I call your matter. All right. Kanika Worthy. Kanika Worthy. Kanika Worthy. What about Charlene Williams?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, now calling the matter of the people versus Charlene Esther Williams. This is ticket SP 1497075. Count 1, drive unregistered untitled motor vehicle. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 3, drove while license not valid or improper license. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please. Did someone talk to her?
Yes.
Believe that was Mr. Barry. However, I will stand in and for the record, Harry Baughman, on behalf of Ms. Williams, would you state your name, ma'am?
Charlene Williams.
Your Honor, there have been documents that have been presented to an officer of the court. He represents that they are valid and current and asks that the instant cases be dismissed for compliance. And on behalf of the defendant, I stipulate to probable cause for the recommendation and thank you.
All right, being an officer of the court, having seen valid documentation, or an officer of the court saw valid documentation, the court is going to grant that request. I'm going to dismiss this matter without prejudice. Ma'am, make sure you always keep everything valid, up to date, and in your vehicle at all times, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I see Ms. Worthy is in the waiting room. Tanika Worthy. Oh, she's still connecting the audio. Ms. Worthy? Tanika Worthy?
I'm here.
All right, turn your camera on for me. All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Kanika LaShawn Worthy. This is ticket SP 1508194. Count 1, drive unregistered untitled motor vehicle. Also calling ticket number SP 1508211. One count, no proof of insurance. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Harry Baughman on behalf of the defendant. Ms. Worthy, please state your name for the record.
Ms. Worthy, you're gonna have to stop looking at the other computer just for 1 second. I have allowed you to work all morning long, and now for the 2 seconds, you got to pay attention to me. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
All right, go ahead, Attorney Rothman.
Go ahead and state your name, please.
Kanika Worthy.
So we're here for show cause, Judge. Please arraign the defendant as not guilty. Set the matter for a pretrial. She waives any more formal reading of the information or complaint and the warrant, and she's been advised.
All right. This time the court is going to set these matters for a pretrial. The ticket that's in default, the court will set aside at this time. It's a part of this one, and it happened in October. So when you miss your court date, it goes automatically into default, and you don't want no proof of insurance in default, Ms. Worthy. Just know that, okay? All right, so I'm going to set these matters for February 2nd, 2024 at 8:30 a.m. I'll set a bond at $0 personal on these tickets. All right, if there's nothing further, you're all set, okay?
All right, thank you. Have a good day.
You too, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Brian Webb?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, now calling the matter of the people versus Brian Webb Jr. This is ticket SP 1459562. Count 1, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 2, failed to signal. Count 3, loud music from a motor vehicle. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Harry Baughman for the defendant. Sir, state your name.
Brian Webb Jr.
Thank you. Your Honor, the defendant is here for the purpose of trial. He's continuing a not guilty plea. Trial was set to begin at 9 a.m. and is now 11:27. Would you consider a motion to dismiss without prejudice? The defendant's been advised of his rights. He knows what that means, and the reason would be no complaining witness. Officer Hill.
Time is now 11:28 a.m. No officer being present. The court is going to grant that request. Going to dismiss this matter without prejudice. All right, sir, even though it's been dismissed, please keep those tickets up to date, valid, and in your vehicle at all times, okay?
I gave him an updated one. They said it was false for some reason.
All right. I'm sorry. Well, it's dismissed today, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You as well.
I will, thank you. Curtis Lee Walker?
Yes.
All right. Now calling the matters of the people versus Curtis Lee Walker. This is ticket SP 142135. Count 1, drove while license not valid or improper. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
May it please the court, Harry Baughman on behalf of the defendant, state your name, sir.
Curtis Walker.
So Judge, the defendant just got a new pair of glasses. He's gonna go get his, gonna go pass his road test now. He's got and everything else accomplished. Would you just adjourn this for a short period of time so he can come back with his license?
This is the last time. It's been adjourned since September. Okay, Mr. Walker? This is your last adjournment. If I flip over next time and you ask for an adjournment, I'm going to say no. Okay, just N-O. Okay, February the 2nd, 2024 at 8:30 a.m. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right, I'll see you then, Mr. Walker.
For sure.
All right, thank you. All right, China Doll White. I can't stand you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, now, what you got on, Miss White? Oh, there you.
I
got a tank top on. Why you got a tank top on for court?
No, I have on a dress.
Okay. Now calling the matter of the people versus China Dow White. This is ticket SP 1455576, allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please. Attorney Boffman, you still here? I see waiver trial.
Well, if the court permits, Your Honor, I'd like to stand
Absolutely. Go ahead.
My client would like to set this matter for a bench trial, Your Honor.
All right, can you state your name for the record, please? Attorney Berry, state your name just so I can have it for the record.
Berry Jr.
Thank you. Thank you. Ms. White, can you state your name, please?
China Doll White.
All right. If you could raise your right hand for me, ma'am. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can put your hand down, ma'am. Did you have a chance to talk to Attorney Boffman? That would have been not Attorney Berry. He's just standing in about your case and about your rights.
I believe so. I talked to one of them. It's not the one who just spoke, though.
Right. It's the other one, right?
Yeah.
And it's my understanding that you want to have a waiver trial. That's a trial before myself as the trier and finder of facts. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I'm going to set this matter for February 21st. February 21st via Zoom. I'll set your bond at $0 personal, okay?
Okay.
All right. If there's nothing further, you're all set. I'm going to need some of this stuff from. All right. Have a good day.
You too.
All right. Tatiana, Miss Young, Tiyatta.
Yes,
Taida.
ma'am.
Is it Taida?
Tayatta.
Now calling the matter of the people versus Tayatta, Fatima Young. This is ticket SP 1479222. Count 1, driver's license never required. Count 2, operator or front passenger failed to wear seatbelt. Count 3, defective brake lights. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, young lady.
Tayatta Young.
Be adjourned for compliance.
Yes, Your Honor. We seek adjournment for compliance.
All right. All right, ma'am, I'm giving you an adjournment before. So are you close to getting everything together, Miss Young?
Yes, I got my permit. So, yes, I'm getting it together.
All right. So February 2nd is going to be your next date, okay, at 8:30 a.m., okay?
Okay. No problem.
All right. All right. If there's nothing further, bond will continue at $0 personal, okay?
Okay.
All right. Good luck to you, ma'am. I'll see you soon.
Thank you. You have a wonderful day.
You too. Thank you. Yes, iPhone raising your hand. What's the matter?
Yes, I had court today and I was just at work and they didn't let me go to my court at 9 a.m., but they let me go and I was just on here for the past maybe hour and like 40 minutes and I haven't talked to anyone. So I was.
What's your name?
Brianna Williams.
Ms. Williams, you were here for a trial today. I already let that officer go. I told them you were capious.
Oh, that's what happened. Well,
You just gotta wait. Just wait.
Judge, I believe this is the young lady in the waiting room. I put a note behind her name saying that she had to go to work.
Ain't nobody look at that. I thought all the people in the waiting room were the people who were ready to go.
She was here earlier this morning. I put her in early this morning.
Oh, well, all right. I won't hold that against her then at all. I'm glad you spoke up for yourself, ma'am. I didn't see that. I thought everybody in the waiting room. It's okay. Don't worry about it. You're not in trouble. Your last name is Williams. I'll pull that file. I'll make sure that we don't put you out as a capious. I didn't realize you were in there. Okay. All right. All right. Let me figure out how to get you going.
Okay. What's her name?
Brandon Wilson.
Yeah, what's the young lady's name?
Yes.
It's I don't know. Don't worry about it. I'll figure it out in a minute. Let me keep going. Brandon Wilson.
Yes.
Now calling the matter of the people versus Brandon Dante Wilson. This is ticket SP 1497157. Count 1. Drive unregistered, untitled motor vehicle. Count 2. No insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr., on behalf of the defendant, state your full name, sir.
Brandon Dante Wilson.
Yes.
Valid documentation, Attorney Berry.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sir, Mr. Boffman is back.
Could you tell me the name of the defendant? I'll place everything on the record.
It's Brandon Wilson.
Thank you. Mr. Wilson presents today with valid documents, Your Honor. And we're asking for that reason to dismiss for compliance and stipulate to probable cause.
All right, at this time, the court's going to grant that request. I'm going to dismiss this matter without prejudice. Sir, make sure you keep everything valid, up to date, and in your vehicle at all times, okay?
Will do. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Have a good day.
Yep, you too. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Your Honor, this is the city prosecutor for the record on the Brianna Williams case. I just spoke to Officer Nelson. He had no recall in this case. We will be asking for a dismissal.
All right, let me call that matter then. Thank you very much. Thank you. Brianna Williams. God bless you.
Yes, I'm here.
Now calling the matter of people versus Brianna Marie Williams. This is ticket SP 1489638. One count allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr., on behalf of the defendant, state your full name, young lady.
Brianna Marie Williams.
Your Honor, this is the date and time set for trial. The indication is that there's no recollection on the part of the complaining witness. We seek dismissal.
All right, at this time, the court's going to grant that. I'm going to dismiss this matter without prejudice. Ma'am, don't let anyone drive your vehicle who doesn't have a license ever again. See what happens? You tell them all about this experience.
I sure will.
All right, have a good day, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah.
See it. Okay, I'll take it. That's it.
Hello?
My bad. Hello, can you hear us, Mr. Walker?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Rodney Cornell Walker. This is ticket SX 3734303. Count one, no operator's license on person. Appearance for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Harry Bachman on behalf of the defendant. Mr. Walker, please state your name for the record.
Rodney Cornell Walker.
Judge, I'm asking you to consider here and now a motion to dismiss the instant case for the civil infractions that he paid. They were related and a part of the same transaction or occurrence.
All right. Being that you are now licensed, the court is going to, I saw you paid the civil infractions. The court's going to dismiss this matter without prejudice. Sir, you are all set, okay?
Thank you.
All right. Have
And
a
he
good
has
day.
license too, Your Honor. I just wanted to announce that.
Fantastic. Great way.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. I'm fantastic. That's what I like to hear is that your license. Okay, Mr. Walker, keep that license up to date and valid. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. Have a good day.
You do the same.
I will. Thank you. Kevin Michael Williams. Unmute. All right, now calling the matter of the people versus Kevin Michael Williams. This is
Yes,
ticket
ma'am.
SP. Yes.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Ticket SP 14984401. One count driver's license expired. Count two of that same ticket is no proof of insurance. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
May it please support Harry Bachman on behalf of the defendant, Mr. Williams. State your full name, please.
Kevin Michael Williams.
So, Your Honor, I saw the insurance policy in the defendant's name. It will not expire until next May 9th. For that reason, we're moving to dismiss that case, and I expect that the court has and can confirm that the defendant now has a valid driver's license. So I believe both of these cases should be dismissed for compliance, and I would stipulate to probable cause for that recommendation. Thank you.
All right, so at this time, the court is understanding of that. He does have a valid license, so the court's going to dismiss this matter without prejudice. So make sure you keep everything valid, up to date, and in the vehicle at all times, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, have a good day, okay?
All right. Thank you very much. Have a blessed day.
You too, thank you. All right. Shantae Walters?
Yes.
Now calling the matter of the people versus Shantae Walters?
Yes, Shantae.
Okay. All right. Ticket number SP 1475364. Count one, no insurance misdemeanor. Count two, expired plates. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please. Did anybody actually talk to you, Ms. Walters, or no?
They talked to me the first time I came to the Zoom court.
Okay. Did you have your insurance and everything, or no? This is who it was.
Yes, I sent it to an email, Mary. Yes, 2 days ago, because I thought I was supposed to come 2 days ago.
Okay.
And so,
yes,
this is the one that I had put a note in. The other
I see.
One, I apologize.
Yeah, but I
It's
ended
okay.
up waiting.
Thank you for waiting. I appreciate it, Ms. Walters. I'm gonna try and pull the email
you.
right now.
Okay.
You sent it from your name? Is it your name, Ms. Walters?
Yes, shanwaters@gmail.
Okay. All right. All right. And the court is printing it out right now for me. It looks like that she has her insurance from Cure Auto Insurance. It is not set to expire until February 18th of 2024 for a Saturn and a Hyundai vehicle. This was the Hyundai vehicle that she had. And because the insurance is valid, it now makes the plate valid. All right. Any motion at this time? Oh, let me see. Attorney Barry, can you state your name for the record?
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant.
All right,
Your
Ms. Walters. Ms. Walters, can you state your name for the record?
Shantae Waters.
All right. Ms. Water has sent over compliance documents to the court. I have them in my possession and I viewed them. They are for her auto insurance, and that makes her license plates valid again, because they become unvalid when you don't have insurance, Ms. Waters. That's why they expired plates.
Okay.
All right, if there's nothing further, I'm going to dismiss these matters without prejudice. Make sure you keep everything valid, up to date in your vehicle, okay?
Okay, thank you. Have a good day.
You're welcome, you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, ma'am. Thank you for waiting too. Jadasia Walton.
Yes.
Now calling the matter of the people versus Jadasia Marie Walton. This is ticket SP 1499484. One count open alcohol in a motor vehicle passenger. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel.
Good morning, Harry Bachman for the defendant. Would you state your name, Ms. Walton?
Jadasia Walton.
So, Judge, there is a genuine issue of material fact here such that the defendant is continuing a not guilty plea, asking for a trial date. She is willing here today to waive her right to a jury trial and ask to appear at her trial date by way of Zoom, please, and thank you.
All right. And is she, after speaking with her, is she going to be in need of a assigned counsel or no, Attorney Boffman? She can just take the house counsel for that day.
Yeah, House Counsel will be able to take care of that.
All right. So I'm going to ask her to raise her right hand. Ms. Walton, can you raise your right hand?
Yes.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to Attorney Boffman about your case and about your rights?
Can you say it again? I'm sorry.
Absolutely, I can. I said, ma'am, did you have an opportunity to talk to Attorney Boffman about your case and about your rights?
I talked to my lawyer.
Yes, that'll be Mr. Boffman. And it's my understanding you want to have a waiver trial. That's a trial before me as the trier and finder of facts. You understand that, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to set it for...
I really want my case dismissed because I'm very innocent. I was just going to go get food.
Say less, ma'am, please.
Right. So I can't just dismiss a case because you want to dismiss. We have to go through the proper channels, okay?
Okay, that's fine.
All right. So I'm going to set it for a bench trial on the date of February 21st at 9 a.m. It's via Zoom, but the way you're on the phone right now, you can't see me and I can't see you. I have to be able to see you for a trial. So you have to figure out how to put on, okay?
It told me join. The only way it'll let me join, it said join audio, and I'm in the audio with a bunch of other people.
Okay, so I need you to figure out. So even if you have to log on a different day to try and figure out how you can get everything operating for Zoom, you need to do so because I have to physically be able to see and hear you for the trial date, okay? And you have a long time to get it. So I really don't enjoy when people make up reasons why they cannot do it on the day of when I give you like 2 months to get it together, okay?
Okay.
All right, so I'll see you February 21st at 9 a.m. I'll set your bond at $0 personal, okay?
Okay, thank you. Have a good day.
You're welcome. You too. Have a good day. Are we doing Bernard Young? Mr. Young?
Yes. Good morning.
Good morning. Now calling the matter of the people versus Bernard Young. This is ticket SP 1449753. One count drive unregistered untitled motor vehicle. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, sir.
Bernard Young.
Are we proceeding, counsel?
This was Mr. Bossman's client. I have not spoken to this.
Oh, no, okay. Attorney Boffman?
You there?
I spoke with you.
Yeah, those aren't my notes. I think it's a bench trial date. So that's what the notes are.
The officer Turner sign in today, anyone?
Carl Turner did not.
Carl Turner didn't. This is Sequit I'm not gonna mess up her first name. Sequuoia. Any Turner's turn in?
Judge, no Officer Turner's.
All right, so at this time, the court is going to dismiss this matter without prejudice for no officer. All right.
Thank
You're
you,
all
Your
set, Mr. Young. I
All
hope
right,
you have
thank
your
you. Have
stuff
a
in
good one.
order, though. You have everything in order, though, Mr. Young?
Yes, it's not in order yet. I got the bike at the getting inspection as we speak. I just got the title from the auction.
Okay, get it in order before you keep driving. Thank you. Have a good day.
Okay, thank you. Have a good
All
one.
right. You too. Did someone talk to Delilah Whitehouse?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Now calling the matter of the people versus Delilah Marie Whitehouse. This is ticket SP 1204431. Count 1, drove while license suspended. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 3, supply false information and or ID to police officer. Also calling a ticket that is probably, let me see, a warrant status from 2018, ticket SP 802821. Count 1, drove while license not valid. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of Ms. Whitehouse. State your full name, Ms. Whitehouse.
Delilah Marie Whitehouse.
Your Honor, Ms. Whitehouse would like to avail herself of the offer to enter a plea to failure to display and false information. But Your Honor, she has no recollection whatsoever of the false information charge. She does not have any, she could not, but she would have certainly be available to plead no contest if the court is willing.
All right. Due to lack of memory?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And then on the remaining ticket that I called from 2018, she ended up making a payment for count 3, which was accident careless driving. She paid that ticket. So the other 2 tickets on there, I'll dismiss. She got points for that.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, ma'am, you want to take advantage of the offer today? It's the no contest plea. If that's the case, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to Attorney Berry about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
Anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a no contest plea today?
No.
And are you pleading no contest of your own free will?
Yes.
And do you understand that a no contest plea is treated for all purposes like a guilty plea? So we'll be entering in factual basis. You just won't make any record of out your own mouth of this incident. You understand that, Ms. Whitehouse?
Yes.
And counsel, what's the reason for the no contest, please, for the record?
An utter lack of memory of the event.
All right, thank you. And ma'am, do you understand that by taking this no contest plea today, that you're going to give up your rights to have a bench or a jury trial before myself or before 6 citizens of the city of Detroit? You understand that, Ms. Whitehouse?
Yes, Your Honor.
Understanding all of this, did you still want to move forward today, ma'am?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to read from the ticket to establish a factual basis, if that's okay, Attorney Berry?
Yes, Your Honor, please.
All right. No problem. So taking us back to the date of June 3rd of 2021 in the area of Livernois and Regular Street in the city of Detroit, Ms. Whitehouse was driving a Dodge vehicle and her license was suspended at the time. And it says that she supplied false information or ID to police officer. Satisfied, counsel?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Stipulation for probable cause on the remaining count to be dismissed?
So stipulated, Your Honor.
So at this time, the court is going to enter a plea to the reduced charge, failed to display, and 1 count of supply false information and or ID to police officer. Get false name. What it's saying on the ticket, I know you don't remember, it's saying you gave a false name upon investigation, so they came to the car and you may have told them a bad name. This is from 2021. License was suspended. You eventually gave them your license though, and they just saw that it was suspended, okay?
Okay.
All right. You okay today, Ms. Whitehouse?
No, I'm sick.
Okay, I could tell someone right. I'm like, I don't know what's happening.
My eyes are like burning.
Okay, well, thank you for coming on today. I'm going to give you a $200 fine on one of the tickets. I'm going to waive the cost and fines on the other ticket for today, reduced to fail to display. How long will it take you to pay that $200, ma'am? 30, 60 days?
Probably 60 days.
Okay.
Because I'm on disability and I have to pay my Ellen Park probation and stuff.
Okay, all right. So if you can't pay it in the 60 days, come down here and make a payment plan so that you can get some more time to be able to pay it, okay?
Okay, I'm no longer in Michigan.
Oh, okay. All right. So I'll give you until March 1st to
Okay,
make that
thank you.
payment. You're right.
Yes,
You're
thank-
welcome. March 1st online, go to 36districtcourt.org, okay?
Okay,
All right, Ms. Whitehouse, I hope you feel better, okay?
thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
All
Bye.
right. Thank you. Bye-bye. Tiana Wash. Oh, lady, she's been sitting here all morning.
Hello.
All right. Hello. I said, poor lady, you've been sitting here all morning for a dismissal. Now calling the matter of people
I'm
versus
like, my baby
Tiana.
just waiting on me. I'm like, okay.
It's okay. I'm sorry. Now calling the matter of the people versus Tiana Joy Wash. This is ticket SP 1505172. One count drive on registered untitled motor vehicle. Can I have your name for the record, Attorney Bossman?
Good morning, Harry Boffman for the defendant. Ma'am, state your name.
Tiana Joy Wash.
Your Honor, the defendant has valid and compliant documents. Would you dismiss the instant case for that reason? I stipulate to probable cause for the recommendation.
All right, at this time, being an officer of the court, having seen valid documentation, the court's going to grant that request. I'm going to dismiss this matter without prejudice. Thank you so much for your patience this morning, ma'am. Your file was a little far down the file, so I'm sorry.
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate you.
All right, have a good day.
You too.
All right, bye-bye. Okay, Attorney Baldwin, for the next person, just so you know, Mr. Wilson is not licensed. I know it says compliance.
Right, so,
He
okay.
got, just so you know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right, now calling the matter, Keith Wilson, please. Unmute yourself, sir. All right, now calling the matter of the people versus Keith Lavelle Wilson. This is ticket 231298, count 1, drove while license suspended. Also ticket SP 1498334, driver's license never acquired. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
May I please support Harry Boffman on behalf of the defendant. Sir, state your full name.
Keith Lavelle Wilson.
So, if there have been no prior adjournments, we'd ask respectfully if you would allow the defendant another chance to come back for a pretrial. He actually indicated to me that his license was valid. We're finding out for the first time that is not. He's going to rush to the Secretary of State, correct that condition, and then return for his best result. Please and thank you. Another pretrial date.
All right, I'm going to give him until February 2nd, 2024 at 8:30 a.m. I'll set his bond at $0 personal. The case and warrants will be taken out, and I will enter a plea of not guilty and give him a same bond, $0 personal. I'll see you on February 2nd, sir, at 8 a.m. via Zoom in compliance. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. You're
All right,
welcome.
have a good day. You're welcome.
Have a better
good
one.
day.
Okay.
I
You
will.
too.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
David Whitfield.
Yes, I'm here.
I think Officer Johnson checked in, y'all.
Okay, so we're gonna need to revisit.
All right. What are we doing with Christopher Williams?
We're ready for trial. We're continuing not guilty. That shouldn't take very long.
Okay.
I could talk to Miss Mason about that and maybe perhaps we can come with some sort of solution.
We also have Robert Williams, and then I have one more person in the room, Lamont Wade.
Okay, Mr. Boffman, breakout room 2.
Okay. Did I speak to Mr. Wade? I did not, but we're ready on that case.
Judge, did Officer Johnson check in with anybody besides me? I don't have him having
Oh, so maybe he didn't check in. Maybe
Oh.
that is the, okay, I think I got confused.
Okay.
Officer Johnson didn't check in?
Not with me.
All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus David Whitfield. This is case number SP 1452636. Count 1, open alcohol in a motor vehicle driver. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Also calling ticket number SP 1452403. Count 1, improper lane usage. Count 2, no valid registration certificate. Can I have appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please?
Good morning, Harry Bachman for the defendant. Sir, state your name.
David Ray Whitfield, fourth.
Thank you. These matters are set for trial. Without a complaining witness, we're asking you to consider a motion to dismiss these cases without prejudice. The defendant has been advised of his rights.
Being that the time is now 11:59 a.m., no officer having appeared, the court is going to grant that request. I am going to dismiss these matters without prejudice. Mr. Whitfield, I hate to see these types of charges come across mine, so please don't participate in this behavior anymore. Even if you did not, just know for the record, don't do this stuff, okay?
Okay.
All right, have a good day.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a good day too.
Thank you, I will, thank you. All right, Motorola 15G Ace, what's your name?
Jordaria Williams.
Okay, I was calling for you earlier. Okay. It's Jadario.
Yes, ma'am.
Now calling the matter of the people versus Jadario Williams. This is ticket SP 1496317, drove while unlicensed. Ticket SP 1496455, one count, no insurance misdemeanor. And ticket number SP 1496739, count 1, violation of the basic speed law or drove in an unsafe manner. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Williams.
Jordario Williams.
Your Honor, we seek a bench trial date.
All right. If that's the case, sir, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights?
No, ma'am.
You didn't talk to Attorney Berry?
Oh, yes. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Yes.
Okay, and it's my understanding that you want to have a bench trial. That's a trial before me as the trier and finder of facts. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm going to set these matters for February 21st, 2024 at 9 a.m. It is via Zoom, so the same way you zoomed in today, zoom in on that day. I'll set your bond at $0 personal, and I'll see you then, sir.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
I will, thank you.
That's my cue to leave, Your Honor.
It's your cue to leave. You all set, Mr. Williams. Sorry,
Okay.
I got quiet.
All right, okay.
Sorry.
All right. All right, y'all have a good one.
All right, you too. Mr.
All right.
Wade, Mr. Wade.
Yes.
Mr. Officer did check in on Mr. Wade's
Oh,
case.
I'm sorry.
And said
Let's go back.
Mr. Wade came in 2 hours late. Well, an hour and 45 minutes late.
Sorry.
He
then.
left, so I don't know where he went. And I'm not gonna hold it against him, the officer, because he was in here for an hour and 45 minutes.
Oh, well, let me see if we can work something out for Mr. Wade. Can you go back to the breakout room, sir? Be right back. Press join. Miss Mason, you want to go to room 2?
Your Honor, I'm stepping away for a moment. Mr. Berry, I'm stepping away for a moment.
Of course.
Okay. All right, we're ready on Lamont Wade.
Ready.
Now calling the matter of the people versus Lamont Wade. This is V ticket 127016. No city occupancy permit. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Harry Baughman for the defendant. Mr. Wade, state your name, please.
Lamont Wade.
So, Your Honor, the date and time for trial in this matter was today. There was an officer who checked in and who has since been excused by the court. My client was late, but he is going to waive his right to any trial today. He's going to plead guilty. The recommendation here is that he would return in 180 days. It's been explained to him what a delayed sentence means. We're just asking that the court would approve and the defendant's ready to give a factual basis.
All right. If that's the case, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
It's my understanding that you want to give up those rights. Is that correct, sir?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty of your own choice?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea today, that you're going to give up the rights that you had to have a bench or a jury trial in these matters? You understand that?
Yes.
Understanding all of that, did you still want to move forward today?
Yes.
All right. I want to take your attention back to the date of July 27th of 2023. Do you own a automotive service location at the area of 8330 Gratiot in the city of Detroit?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you fail to get the permit necessary from the city, sir?
Yes.
All right, satisfied, counsel?
Satisfied. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, the court is satisfied as well and will enter a plea to one count, no permit. This is on a 180-day delayed sentence. All right. How much is it to get up to code?
I owe about $2,000 in to get my occupancy permit.
Okay. All right. When you come back, you have to have the occupancy permit displayed to me. So that means that you have to pay that money. You have to pay that $2,000 and be up to date in compliance when you come back.
Yes.
All right. If not, Attorney Baughman, I know y'all have the agreement for the 180 days, but that's why I'm not going to charge him a fine because I know he has to pay this money to get up to date. So,
Your Honor.
All right. So that brings us to June 3rd, 2024. For your review, have the permit, have permit. That means that you paid that cost. Then I will dismiss. Okay. All right. You're welcome. All right. If there's nothing further, you're all set, Mr. Wade. Okay.
Thank you. You have a wonderful day.
You too. Thank you so much, sir.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. Which trial are we doing first?
I'll go
I have
last.
two different. I want to go.
I only knew about one trial. I didn't even know about the other one. I only knew about the Berry trial. I mean, the Williams trial. What is going on with
Wade.
what's the other trial? Wilson?
Wade. Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Wilson, you're right. So if you want to go to the breakout room, we can talk about it real quick.
Okay, I'm taking my investigator in there with me.
Yeah, fine. Room 1?
Yeah, one.
Okay.
Officer Investigator Fulkerson,
Yes.
breakout room 1.
Okay.
Officer Hood, you're here for Mr. Wilson's case, is that correct? No, Williams.
Yep, yes.
Yep, thank you.
Oh, Mr. Wilson, can you join the breakout room, please?
Which one, sir?
I think we already have you assigned to 19. If you can make it back there, that would be okay, but I can assign you to, let's go to room 3. Press join.
And Judge, I'm going to come down to the courtroom. I'll be down in the courtroom.
All right, fantastic. Yes, I can see you, Mr. Williams. You look down as if to say, can she see me? Yes, I can see you working and doing all these wonderful things. So stop for a moment. We're about to start your trial soon.
Okay, I'm sorry.
All right, this is going to be Robert Clyde Williams' case. Now calling the matter of the people versus Robert Clyde Williams. This is ticket SP 1379392. Count 1, reckless driving. Count 2, open alcohol in a motor vehicle driver. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Dia Chiku Mason, City of Detroit Law Department, 43471.
Elwood Junior, P28880, on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Williams.
Robert Clyde Williams.
All right. Are the people ready to proceed?
We're ready to proceed, Your Honor.
Is defendant ready to proceed?
Yes, ma'am. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's quite all right. We are as things stand, Your Honor.
All right. Opening statements from the people, sir.
Yes, Your Honor, this is a case where the defendant is being charged with reckless driving and open alcohol in a motor vehicle as a driver. As you know, we do have the burden to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that based upon reason and common sense, that we'll find and determine and show through the elements that the defendant was driving reckless, his driving was willful and wanton, and that based upon his actions, knew that that would cause either perceived to cause harm to someone or property damage, serious property damage to others, or serious injury to others. In addition, it is unlawful to show that he was in possession of an open bottle container that was uncapped in the area of the vehicle that was prohibited by statute. This will be shown through Officer Hood, who will testify to these facts, Your Honor.
All right. All right. Any opening statement for you, Attorney Berry?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Officer Hood? All right, unmute yourself for me. Can you state your name for the record, sir, please?
Officer Ignacio Hood.
All right, spell your first name for me, please.
IGNACIO.
Okay. All right, sir, can you please raise your right hand for me? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, you can put your hand down. Counsel, you may proceed.
Good morning, officer. Would you please state your full name for the record again?
Ignacio Hood.
And on October 9th, 2022, where were you employed?
The City of Detroit Police Department.
And are you currently employed with the City of Detroit Police Department?
Yes.
How long have you been employed with the City of Detroit Police Department?
3 years.
Okay. What is your rank?
Police officer.
Okay. And on October 9th, 2022, did you have an opportunity to encounter the defendant?
Yes.
And would you please tell this court how you initially encountered the defendant?
Yes. On October 9th, I was doing patrol in the area of 8 Mile and Greenfield. I was patrolling west or eastbound 8 Mile from Greenfield. I was pacing traffic at 40 miles an hour. In the area of 8 Mile and Hubble, I had a SUV.
I'm going to stop you right there. What do you, please explain, what is pacing?
So pacing traffic means I'm traveling at the speed limit, going down a particular road, and any car that passes me, I know that they're traveling greater than the speed limit. So I was pacing traffic at 40 miles an hour at that time.
And why were you pacing at 40 miles an hour at that time?
So that's the speed limit on 8 Mile Road.
Okay, very good. You can continue.
Okay, so I was pacing
Williams,
traffic.
hold on a minute. Officer Hood, what are you doing that's so important right now that you can't sit back down?
No, I'm listening. I'm paying attention. I'm making my daughter some food. My 4-year-old
Okay,
daughter.
we're gonna stop this trial for a moment until you finish feeding your daughter.
Oh,
I
no,
understand.
I'm
Come
not
back.
feeding
No,
her.
no,
I'm done.
making her food, whatever it is, it's
No, I just
distracting me
finished.
and it's bothering me. No,
I'm sorry.
stop. Off the record, I'm gonna let you go ahead and handle getting it to your daughter, get her the food that she needs. I want her to eat. She needs to eat. I apologize, Officer Hood. Give him 1 second, let him feed his daughter, get her situated, and then when we come back, we'll be able to do this.
No problem.
Okay, sorry.
I apologize.
Christopher Wilson, it's okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Now calling the matters of the people versus Christopher Wilson. This is V ticket 129664. Count 1, harboring an unlicensed dog. V ticket 129665. Failed to vaccinate dog or provide proof of vaccination against rabies. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good afternoon, Harry Baughman for the defendant. State your names.
Christopher Lamar Wilson.
Also an officer present for the purpose of trial. Would you state your name and badge number?
I'm Investigator Fulkerson with Detroit Animal Control, badge number 10.
Thank you, Investigator Fulkerson. Your Honor, we've had a discussion. My client is going to waive his right to any trial today. He's going to plead guilty to, I believe, count ending in 423. There's a recommendation here for the delayed sentence. It's been explained to him what that means. He's ready to give a factual basis here and now.
All right. If that's the case, sir, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to your attorney about your case and about your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything outside of what's been said today in exchange for a plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty? And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea, you're going to give up the rights that you had to have a bench trial, the officer investigator is here, or to have a jury trial in this matter? You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Understanding all of that, did you still want to move forward today?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I want to take your attention back to the date of April 10th of 2023. Did you have some dogs in the area of, or a dog in the area of 15860 Faircrest in the city of Detroit?
Yes, ma'am.
And was there no license for that dog at that time?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, satisfied, counsel?
I am satisfied. Thank you, Your Honor.
Stipulation.
And for the record, Tia Chica Mason in Detroit 43471. Based on our conversation with Investigator Fulkerson and with Attorney Baughman, I would be recommending the court to use eBay choices for the defendant.
Okay, so the court is going to honor that request. You're going to have to attend the eBay choices. Is that the number you gave? All right, you ready to take down the phone number?
Yes.
313
Mm-hmm.
236
Mm-hmm.
8521.
Okay.
All right. And that's what you're going to do for the EVA class. You have 90 days to complete this class. So that brings us to the date of February 29th. Oh, that's yesterday's docket. My bad. Longer than that. Hold on a minute. March 1st, 2024 at 8:45 a.m. That is that's what you have to do for this, okay? If you come in with that class completed, then I will dismiss this ticket as well, okay? Stipulation for probable cause on the remaining count to be dismissed.
So stipulated. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, so at this time, the court's going to dismiss that. All right, sir, I'll see you back on March 1st, 2024.
Okay. Well, just one question. So what kind of class is this again, ma'am?
It's a class about making better choices and decisions. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
Okay, about making good choices and decisions, especially as it affects our city that we live in. Okay?
All right.
All right. All right, if there's nothing further, that concludes this hearing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you, investigator.
Back on the record in the People versus Robert Clyde Williams. This is ticket SP 1379392. Count 1, reckless driving. Count 2, open alcohol in a motor vehicle. We're in the middle of testimony from Officer I. Hood. Appearances once again for the record, starting with the city attorney, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Chiku Mason, City of Detroit, 43471.
All right, and counsel.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant.
All right, thank you. I was sorry to interrupt that. I just want to make sure we had the full attention of everyone. I know it can be difficult sometimes when we're out in the courtroom and we have it partialed on the screen and off the screen. Officer Hood, you are still under oath at this point in time. You were at the 40-mile pace, asking questions about what the 40-mile pace was. And counsel, I'm going to turn it back over to you.
Officer Hood, you indicated what the pace was. What did you continue to tell the court what you did to initiate this stop?
Okay. So going eastbound 8 Mile, coming from Greenfield, once I got to the area of Hubble, I had a smaller SUV to the left of me, so on the far left lane, passed me at a high rate of speed. That triggered my attention to attempt a traffic stop. So I initiated my lights and sirens, and that vehicle continued to go eastbound on 8 Mile. Was slow to stop for about a quarter mile. The vehicle did not stop until it got to the corner of 8 Mile and Schaefer. It was a Church's Chicken parking lot that it pulled into. Once the vehicle stopped inside of the parking lot, the driver of that vehicle, Mr. Williams, immediately exited the vehicle. I went over my radio in attempts to give him commands to re-enter his vehicle. With negative results twice, I exited my vehicle to verbally tell him to re-enter his vehicle, and Mr. Williams took off running. So a foot pursuit went underway. I was able to catch Mr. Williams going southbound on Schaefer, coming from 8 Mile, which led use of force. I gave Mr. Williams verbal commands to stop fleeing or he would be tased. He did not comply. He continued to flee southbound on Schaefer. I discharged my taser, which took effect, and we took Mr. Williams into custody. Once investigating his vehicle.
Let me stop you right there. Let me stop you. Okay. When you said that you use of force, well, let's back up. Who was also with you as far as officers? Were you alone?
I had my partner with me. My partner with me that day.
And when you indicate use of force, would you tell the court what type of use of force you use?
So I dispatched my taser.
Okay.
Or discharged my taser.
And at that point, what did you do at that point after you discharged your taser? You can continue.
Okay, so once discharged my taser and I noticed that it took effect, I immediately went over the air, requested EMS, medical attention to make the scene, requested a supervisor to make the scene, and let them know that I had a taser discharge.
Let me backtrack to you. You indicated approximately how fast you believe the defendant was going.
Approximately between 55 to 60 miles an hour.
And in your opinion, how long have you been doing traffic enforcement at that time?
At that time, about a year and a half.
And based upon the actions, the behavior of the defendant in his car, did you believe that his behavior could possibly endanger others or himself or property?
Correct. With the defendant immediately exiting his vehicle, I believe that either A, he may have had a weapon, or he could have had some kind of contraband that he was trying to, discard with fleeing away.
Let me go back to you and ask this question again. Do you believe that his driving was dangerous enough to cause harm to others or himself?
At that initial point in time, no. Just with the speeding, no.
So what was your belief in the reckless ticket?
With the combination of everything that he had, with the speeding, the disregard of my attempts to pull him over with the lights and sirens, open intoxicants, the combination of everything, the initial point of my stop was just speeding. But once he started doing other offenses, that's what escalated up to reckless.
Let me focus you now on, you said the open intoxicants. When did you discover any open intoxicants in the vehicle?
I discovered the open intoxicants of the vehicle when we were getting ready to tow the vehicle. We have to do an inventory search. Also to make sure there's no contraband or weapons inside of the vehicle before we send it, with the tow companies that we bring in. So during the inventory search, I discovered he had an open liquor bottle on the passenger side of the vehicle on the floor. Can't remember the brand, but it was an open liquor bottle on the passenger side.
Was there anybody else? Was there any other passenger in the vehicle outside of the defendant?
No, he was in the vehicle alone.
And you indicated, are you familiar at this time in 2022 when you made this stop, were you familiar with this area?
Could you repeat the last part? Was I familiar with?
Were you familiar with this area where you made the stop, where you stopped the defendant?
Yes.
Okay, your ticket indicates that it was 8 Mile and Hubble. So is that still in the same area where you made the stop?
The initiation of the stop was on 8 Mile and Hubble. That's where the initial offense of the speeding occurred. The actual stop occurred on 8 Mile and Schaefer. And that goes to highlight with my slow to stop of a quarter mile, where I had to follow the defendant for a quarter mile with my lights and sirens on.
And do you see the defendant in the courtroom today or on the screen today?
Yes.
And could you identify the defendant today for the court?
Do I need to? Well, it's Mr. Williams. He has a white shirt on, beard, bald head. I don't know if I can change the screen or not, but.
And is that a fair and accurate representation of the same person that you saw on October 9th, 2022?
Yes.
Your Honor, let the record reflect that Officer Hood has identified defendant for the record.
All right, at this time, the court is going to make for the record that he has identified the defendant in this particular matter. You may proceed.
Once you did apprehend the defendant, did you find anything on him? his possession?
No.
Have you ever seen or encountered the defendant before this detainment?
No.
I don't think I have anything else.
All right.
At this time.
All right. Questions for the defense? Cross-examination?
Yes, Your Honor. What officer? Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sir, at what time of day did this event occur? What time did you start your pursuit?
I'm not exactly sure. I can't remember exactly the time. I know it was late at night. I don't know exactly the time.
After 9 p.m., before midnight?
Oh yes, it was after 9 p.m.
Was it after midnight? Just
it could have been after midnight because I work midnights. My shift doesn't start till 11, so it's very possible that it was after midnight.
So this casing that you say you were carrying out, is that a procedure in the among the police regulations as to how to gauge speeding?
Yes, it's a common practice in law enforcement. It's utilized just like you can judge the speed of a vehicle based on a fixed object. So as we flow in traffic, we can set ourselves on a certain speed limit and pace traffic that way.
Okay, based upon your speedometer?
Yes.
So when was the last time your speedometer was checked for its accuracy prior to October the 9th of 2022?
I'm not sure.
So the pursuit began at Hubble and ended how long did the pursuit last?
So the traffic stop was initially attempted on 8 Mile and Hubble. Vehicle didn't come to a stop until 8 Mile and Schaefer, which is about a quarter mile.
Okay, thank you. All right. So what was your partner's name?
My partner's name that day was John Risky.
Risky, like risky business?
It's risky, yeah.
Okay.
Different spelling, but.
All right. So just to be clear, you found no weapon or contraband on Mr. Williams, correct?
On his persons, no.
Did you, on his person, did you search his vehicle or find any contraband with regard to attached to his vehicle?
No, other than the open intoxicants inside of the vehicle, no.
And with regard to the open intoxicant, officer, where did you say it was located? The passenger side, is that the front seat or back seat?
It was on the floor of the passenger side.
And it was an open bottle, you said?
Correct.
Officer, was there a video cam or body cam involved here? Is there a video of any part of these events?
Correct. Our dash cam, once we
Yeah.
activate our lights and sirens, it automatically cuts on and it triggers. It followed the whole incident up until it got to the church's chicken.
Thank you, officer.
No problem.
All right. Any redirect?
Officer, I just have one question. Is it fair to say, would it be, jog your recollection, if this occurred around or about 4 o'clock in the morning?
It's possible. I would have to actually have the incident report as far as the arrest report in front of me to say for sure, but just off the top of my head, I do not recall. I know it was late night, but I don't recall the exact time.
That's fair enough. Thank you.
All right. Any more questions for this officer at this time, counsel?
None for me, Your Honor.
All right, Counsel Berry?
Nor I, Your Honor.
All right, then this witness is excused. Thank you, Officer Hood, for your patience this morning, okay?
No problem. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Counsel for the people, do you have any more witnesses at this time?
No, we don't. No, I don't, Your Honor.
Okay. Attorney Berry, are you presenting any case today?
Your Honor, I must move for an adjournment at this time, Your Honor. We clearly, Mr. Williams should benefit from the body cam video that exists, and so we seek at this time an adjournment and the requisite discovery. I'd also ask that the court appoint a counsel to represent Mr.
No, Mr. Berry, you will return back. You started it.
I would object to any of this at this time.
Berry.
This case was ready. He had an opportunity. These are all pre-trial issues that he had an opportunity to request prior to the start of this trial. Our officer is now gone. And again, these are all pre-trial and preliminary matters. So I would totally object to that at this point.
I struggle right now, Attorney Berry, because this should have been something that definitely was discussed at this point in time about the cameras. We didn't.
He was without counsel until today, Your Honor.
He was what?
He was without counsel until today.
So let me ask you this, Attorney Berry.
Yes, ma'am.
If you thought these were issues that maybe arise, why wouldn't you ask this court earlier today if he could be assigned counsel so that this information could be provided for him?
Oh, Your Honor, it was reasonable to expect that perhaps there was no body cam or auto cam. And it was, we all discovered that such existed. That was the very last question I asked. These
always make requests for kind of body cam, any kind of discovery. And again, prior to trial, as has been the tradition in this court and other courts, that court-appointed counsel is requested, as well as requesting for discovery before you start the meat and the substance of the trial.
Well, with all due respect, prosecutors from the 36th District Court have arrived at trials with the video available and have provided them to defense counsel at that time, which of course facilitates matters. But the justice fact is that all of us learned that there was this kind of discovery as the very last question in this matter, and this defendant is entitled to to have access to that discovery. He wasn't represented by counsel. I met him today, and
so Attorney Barry, stop talking, because I don't want your anything to be jeopardized for you. Because what I'm hearing you say right now is that you didn't ask for discovery before we begin this trial. That's what I'm hearing right now.
Your Honor, I'm the representation.
Barry.
Well, be that as it may, Your Honor, the facts are what they are.
Your Honor, might I say something? 'Cause I haven't got asked nothing yet.
That's because then you'll give up your rights to remain silent during the trial. That's why. I really wish somebody would have asked for counsel to be appointed, because then we can make sure. Now we done made issues on the record looking like we don't have any. All right, let me take a deep breath, please. Hold on. Let me ask this, Attorney Barry. Are you in receipt of any discovery at this point in time?
No, Your Honor.
Well, Your Honor, I would say yes, he is. He just had the testimony of the officer.
That's not it. Dang. This is one on the court's behalf. I should have asked was any evidence or any.
Not none, 'cause I didn't have none of that.
Hold on for a minute.
R. Wilson. Person who just joined us, what's your name, please?
Hello?
Hi, what's your name?
Hold on. Can you hear me?
Barely. Can you turn the your volume up on your device?
Yes, hold on 1 second. Let me.
What's your name?
Ronell Wilson.
What's the first?
Ronell.
Okay, just one minute, Mr. Wilson.
I'm sorry. Trying to make sure you guys hear me.
I can hear you better now. You're good now. What time was
Hello?
what time was your case for, Mr. Wilson?
Can you say that again?
What time was your case scheduled for today?
It said 1.
Okay. Yeah, for 1:30. Can you return back at 1:30?
1:30? Oh, okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Excuse me, sir.
We aren't going
Mr.
to
Berry.
talk. We're not going to talk in this arena. Let me see if I can pull you into a breakout room. I'm not sure I should do that without the judge's permission.
No, we could
You can
wait.
pull them into a breakout room because now I got to figure out how to fix this.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah.
We're going to a breakout room, Mr. Williams.
Okay.
I'll put them in breakout room too.
Okay.
I'm at my desk now, Your Honor.
That's fine. I'm not gonna hold us much longer. I see Attorney Barry is on the phone. I see you got the officer back as well. Officer Hood, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Back on the record in the matter of the people versus Robert Williams. Counsel for the city, may I have your appearance, please?
Yes, for the record, Your Honor, Dia Chiku Mason, City of Detroit, 43471.
All right, and Attorney Barry, could you just state your name for the record for me, please, Bree?
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of Mr. Williams.
All right, and put yourself back on mute. And Mr. Williams, can you state your name for the record, please?
Robert Clyde Williams.
We took a brief pause so that I could try and figure out what my next step should be, confirmed with some judges in this building. I'm trying to get their input. Officer Hood, are you able to unmute yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Let me ask this question. Officer Hood, you said there was a potential body cam and not body cam, car footage. You preserved it at the time that this incident took place?
So our PDU should have it because I've been to court more than once with Mr. Williams as far as the criminal charges for the arrest. So our PDU should have preserved the dash cam footage at that time.
Off the record, can I see Attorney Mason and Attorney Barry in a breakout room? I'm gonna join on my phone.
Breakout room 2, Your Honor.
Yep.
Renee Weaver.
Yes.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Mary, are you here for a 130 case today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Mary. Mary.
Yes, ma'am.
You want them to stay in the waiting room until?
Yeah, just have everybody set everybody in the waiting room.
Okay, Ms. Weaver, I'm gonna put you back in the waiting room and we'll bring you in when we're ready for you, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, do we have everyone back in here? All right. At this time, back on the record in this matter, Madam Court Reporter, at this time, the court just doesn't feel comfortable with us moving forward on this particular matter. So I am going to have to get counsel assigned to you, Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams, are you able to afford counsel?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so the court is going to have counsel appointed to you in this particular matter so that we can further move forward on this, and any information that needs to be tendered, your counsel will be able to ask for at that point in time.
Okay.
Officer Hood, that means that you're going to have to come back at some point in time, and I do apologize. It won't be until the new year, but you'll have to come back at some point in time as well. So I have Attorney Mason, Attorney Berry, I have Officer Hood, and I have Mr. Williams as a part of this today. And so, Mr. Williams, I need you to call the courtroom so that we can get counsel appointed to you. Are you ready to take down the number?
Yes, ma'am.
313
965
2293. Okay. We'll get counsel assigned to you as soon as possible and hopefully expedite this matter. I won't be able to do it until the new year, but I would like to do it sooner in the new year. So I'll sign a date and time when we get counsel appointed. I do need at least a couple of weeks. I do need at least a couple of weeks to make sure counsel is put into place. So I'm going to have you come back.
Should I call them today?
No, you're going to call us today. Okay. Call that number I gave you today, but I'm going to see if, let me see when I can bring you back. And let me just make it clear. I just want to make sure that I follow all the procedures that I need to follow. No one in this matter necessarily did anything wrong, just so you know, Mr. Williams, but when there are issues that are brought up with potentially some information that may be available, I want to make sure that we have the completeness of it. The court should have asked, did everybody have all the parts of this case? So that I can make sure no one withheld anything, no one gave up on anything. We all believe that we had the information provided, but we want to make sure and ensure. I'm not saying that the video does exist or it doesn't exist. We just want to ensure that it does at this point in time, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. Let me see what my calendar looks like. Give me 1 second. Let's do December 19th. Have you come back, okay? But call the courtroom right now for me, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. This will not be for a trial. Officer Hood, but I believe Officer Mason. Attorney Mason has your contact information. She'll be, if she needs to reach out to you, she will, but this will not be for a trial date. It'll be to make sure we have counsel assigned. All right, if there's nothing else, that concludes this hearing. I'll set his bond at $0 personal.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. All right.
Are we doing today's docket? We're done today.
That's done with today's docket, okay?
Okay.
That's this morning's docket. All right.
See you, Mr. Berry. Bye, Attorney Berry. See you, Attorney Mr. Williams.
All right, thank you.
Okay. All right. Peace out. All right.
I'm gonna turn host over to you, Judge.
All right. I'll take us off of YouTube.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'll do that.
Okay, thank you.